taking on the New York Jets. Figure we'll boost the defense up first. Like I said, we're taking on the Jets. Should be a pretty decent game, I think. Just gonna go with the regular uniforms right now.
It's week 2 of the 2022 season, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We're just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today,
One focus, we're going to have to stop the, obviously, the Jets running game.
Good one here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns.
Carolina game was pretty close.
Charles Davis and CD, you look at the
Played really well.
This matchup.
Really happy with Deshaun Watson's performance. Nick Chubb.
Spread things around as best they can.
There's Sauce Gardner.
That is a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game.
Kareem Hunt had a pretty decent game too, receiving and running the ball. This guy had a kick return for a touchdown.
It suits them well.
A lot of young talent that maybe a lot of people don't know about yet. Ford being one of them, not taking that one. The offense get it from the 25.
Out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson makes his return to the NFL gridiron this season after holding out for the Cleveland Browns. They made a big investment not only to bring him in, but to give him by far the most guaranteed money in NFL history. If Watson remains the same player he was in Houston, though, a 3-time Pro Bowler and one of the game's biggest playmakers,
I like the field, though. It's pretty cool.
Solve a decades-long search for Cleveland's franchise quarterback.
All right, there's Kareem Hunt for a gain of 5. First run good.
Last week, despite him not running the ball well, they told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early.
Peoples Jones trying to get him out wide.
At the 33,
actually, it's not Peoples Jones.
And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick,
plus, Cleveland's got a heck of a dang running game, I'll tell you.
For their team. And now as you get into the later rounds,
obviously, everybody should know that.
That's when your scouting comes to the front.
Nick Chubb powering through, gaining 5 on the 3rd and 2.
The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge.
Good, powerful
when you do
run.
it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So here's a first and
again, without a true fullback. We got a big tight end back there right now.
And again, it's Chubb.
And
the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
Oh, Cooper couldn't come down with it, but he had him beat.
A chance for a big
man, I hate those.
Could not secure it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Good run as much as he can.
Out of bounds up near the 44.
Pick up 8 on that.
44. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field.
Definitely don't want to force
anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he
Should
gets
be
it
a
away.
decent kick, yeah. Oh, yeah, good coverage, too.
A 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. We'll get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, 2nd overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
And there was
Zach
a positive
Wilson.
in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might have
I'm going to try to
considered
surprise
that
him
as
here.
part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week.
Good, there you go.
He had to fight
That's the
back
kind of
for
surprise
one
we want.
tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. Throw left side complete.
Davis.
That's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets
Or
first
Wilson,
down
sorry.
as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. 9 yards.
What's up, Tyler? How you doing, buddy?
Have a 2nd and 1. This defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance
Screen.
last week because the feeling...
Nice, good defense out there.
They did what they needed to do to get the
Didn't even
job
catch that guy's
done.
name.
But definitely feel
That's a heck of a
like
play.
they're looking to correct. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly
Yeah,
and forcing incompletions.
that new graphics card, man.
He's got a man, Corey Davis.
New
And he's
graphics
able to get
card.
this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the shotgun, Wilson.
I should have had that pick.
Tyler Conklin. And that'll be good for 8 yards
Tyler
to the 45.
Conklin.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And off to Robertson.
Good defense.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind
Yeah.
the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Yeah, our first drive went 3 and out.
Pretty well on 2nd down and short. I'd like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, I know. I wish it was that simple. Sometimes it takes a little rhythm.
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Wilson now to throw on third down.
Oh, man.
Caught by Moore. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Internet acting up on you?
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson.
Ah, man.
Throw right side complete to Carter. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And brought down.
Well, they got a decent running game. James
gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Nice, good defense. I think I'll be forced a bad throw.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Oh, my God.
Touchdown. Zach Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And
watch what, Tyler?
On the board first here this afternoon. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Zach
Double
Wilson
mod.
who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Triangle.
Down throw to the tight end.
Njoku.
16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Watson gets
nice. There goes Hunt. He's the perfect back for that type of throw.
42. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
82,
and he's going to get
31.
down to the 33-yard line here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, They avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback.
Good tough run.
And he's able
Chubb.
to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson.
Oh, Bell. Oh,
It's going to
man.
be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
What will look like a
Missed a couple of deep shots,
So now
man. It's
2nd
been
and
killing
10
me.
after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson.
No, see what I'm saying?
Rifles one that's intercepted.
Oh, you
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
damn
There he
Gardner,
goes
man.
left side. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play
Yeah,
there,
man.
CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were a standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning
Zerline connects on
I
the
can
extra
assure you that's
point,
not
and
what a
it's now
pass was
14-0.
intended. God almighty. I don't
So
know
they'll
what
get
to
another
say
shot
about
on
that.
offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the
All right, it goes forward. He had the kick return in the first
And
game.
he brings us out
Out
past
to
the
the
20 to the
24.
24. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry.
No,
They had
not
the 100th
240.
anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader.
144, holy
7:15
crap.
Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. He's able to
Does
push
it go
his way
lower than that?
forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Does it go lower than
They'd love to
140?
just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal,
All right, back to
get a couple of
720.
first downs,
That's
run
better.
some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's just a gain of a couple there.
I was
on the
about to say.
scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
they made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
All right, 3rd and
This offense
6.
so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Watson.
Wide open.
And that's
Peoples
gonna be caught
Jones.
by Peoples-Jones.
First down.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, Watson looking deep in the direction.
Oh, he's
of
got.
Cooper. It's
Oh.
knocked away and incomplete.
That deep ball is
It's
just not
a
working,
little bit
man.
bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really
They're
earn it.
pressing too, dude.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a
5 yards.
pickup of right around 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target.
Oh,
Incomplete.
me.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th
Watson
down.
getting just
Here's
smacked.
Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away.
Nice punt.
And a nice special teams job.
I mean, the punter
This is going to be down inside
was really
the 10
good.
at the 7-yard line.
It's pretty bad. You
Someone's
shouldn't
gonna be
even know
happy with
that.
that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's got room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone
That's
hitting
better.
the perfect notes.
Better defense.
A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now it's Wilson.
Good defense. Way to take them down, guys. Winfrey and Garrett combined for the sack.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make
All right, we need a
plays
start.
that we just saw
Come
there.
on.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus
That
the
should have been
defense,
it. Let's see.
as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. They just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take
All right,
over
Watson,
first
come on
and
now.
10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Dang.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson.
Oh, Chubb getting into the
Chubb.
passing
And he'll
game
get it out
here.
just short of the 45 at the
We got to take it any way we can get it right now.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Throw left side, caught by
catch.
the tight end Njoku. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
There we
And
go.
he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
Oh, my goodness.
Throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion.
Just trying to hit the dude over the top of the second
Get
level.
things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
There goes
And
Chubb.
he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On first down, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Three yards remain for second down. Watson. Slant route.
Best receiver last year, and twice went over 1,000 yards as a Boilermaker. This is a guy you've always got to watch out for, and he knows how to move the sticks. Picks up a nice first down right there.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Give him 10 yards on that one.
This guy back there, he sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Watson now to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now it's Watson. The quick slant caught. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch.
All right, into the first half. A pretty surprising score, 14-3.
By evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We start with a couple of franchises looking to make a move here in 2022. Miami heading north to take on Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Mitchell Trubisky has thrown a touchdown pass there. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Carter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play, Carter. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Wilson. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Wilson. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
All right. Defense comes up big. We'll take that fumble.
The 25-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Big Quinnen Williams continuing to improve in the middle of that line for New York. Had 13 sacks in his last 2 seasons, which is excellent for a defensive tackle.
To try again after the sack. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to get this
good completion.
before he's taken down.
Good completion. It hung up there a little bit longer than I wanted.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun on third, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Second down and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And pass complete to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Wilson will throw again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted.
Oh, Garrett with the pick. He's going to run this one back. Yes, touchdown. Defense comes up big for us on that one.
CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the
Oh, that defense is just getting all over now. Pass rush is unleashed.
You'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Oh, there's Garrett this time. The pass rush has been unleashed.
So, Brandon, we saw
From flying off that left side.
They want to accomplish offensively. I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios.
All right, good defense.
Still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No.
Hey, baby.
That time, when nothing broke open,
No, Sophia's watching Penny
for a first down himself.
I think if she's still up, you can check.
He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Oh,
They
okay.
become just
Sorry,
as
honey.
critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're...
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Handoff up the middle. Hunt.
It's nowhere to
Just a
run,
gain of a
man.
yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Oh,
And made a
man.
really nice play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away.
Another solid
Nice
corner.
job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
Yeah,
right?
he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good pass break
Too tough
up
to
there.
hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, there's the pass rush again. Garrett with 2.5 sacks. Clowney with another half a sack.
Get to him there, and that is the 6th time.
These guys are just crazy dangerous.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times did he talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game.
Again, doing the job, man.
Well short of what he needed.
Defense has been fine. It's just been the offense.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now.
Standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Watson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss.
Oh, there goes Chubb. You know it wouldn't be long. Touchdown. Nick Chubb.
Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they're stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And New York set to take the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. There's Robinson showing the flash. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson looking deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be first.
take over. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day.
What's up, Jacob? How you doing, bud?
To be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
I'm good. I'm good.
With the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Slant route to Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs.
Gosh.
Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The York on now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here's Wilson and the Jets.
Down by 11. A minute 52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Gets this to Moore. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground. Fourth down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Good stop. Deion Jones.
Did they stop him?
Shut him down.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression?
Should be able to just kneel down here.
Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Yeah, that'll end it. Another W.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah. What?